Everything we do at the School of Ministry is to increase the opportunity for a student to know God well and know who they are. So strong identity and strong identity fixed in the Father.
It took my faith to a whole other level. I learned so much more of who I am and who God called me to be.
I'm loved by God, and that's what my identity will always be, regardless of how I do the things that I love doing.
Hearing about God as a Father and the love He has for us, and mainly who we are for Him, shifted things inside of me where I become way more peaceful and more at rest with who I am.
We like to engage the students in all ways, trying to lay a foundation of the intellect, but also marry it with the life-givingness of the Spirit in the heart.
I just felt like God was like, to me, perfection isn't the lack of a mess, but it's the presence of love. Today we were singing that song, My Fears Are Drowned in Perfect Love, and I have been struggling so hard to be something that I'm already completely drowning in.
Well, I found something I was searching for. A life was waiting just beyond the door, and I found something, and now I want more.
What's unique about our school is that it's smaller and it's very personal, and what we offer is small groups. And so that's one of the real strengths of our school, is that the students have a lecture, get prayer ministry, and now get to talk about it, talk it through. And I think it just helps in the transformation process.
Being in a small group as a student was the first time for me, and it was challenging but so good. I just realized how good it was to just be vulnerable and to just share your heart and pour out your heart when you need to.
Toronto is said to be the most multicultural city in the world, and the school reflects that. We have students from everywhere. I'm constantly amazed how everybody learns and makes room for each other, and the differences just bring so much flavor and life to what we're doing here.
You get to meet so many people from all over the world. You get to learn different cultures, learn different backgrounds, and you can visit them and still do life with them even after the school.
Another uniqueness of the School of Ministry is that it's a church-based school. They get to have very practical opportunities to help in kids' church and youth, with the adults, on the prophetic team, on the healing room team. Some of them go to our different campuses and they get opportunities to preach and do all that kind of stuff.
You're building that community, you're building that heart connection with people, and when you go out and do a short-term mission trip, you build a very quick connection, but it's always great to go back to that place where you're able to be firmly planted.
The key for a healthy environment for families and children to grow in is a Christian community that we call the church.
Come and stir up our hearts, come and stir up our passions.
Many of them are now the leaders in their church. They're involved very strongly in their church's ministries. Some of them have their own significant ministries. They're pastoring, they're missionaries, they're doing this stuff. It's amazing to just recognize, I taught this one way back and now they're doing it.
I was able to really find my voice in the School of Ministry and to spend 6 months really concentrated, diving into it. I learned so much more of who I am and who God called me to be.
Living with people whilst you're going through this teaching, whilst God is uprooting things inside of your heart, it's amazing to really grow and journey together.
I know now that I don't have to do things from a place of insecurity or a place of I have to prove myself.
I'm walking away knowing that I'm a daughter and that everything I do flows out of that place.
Being at this school has allowed me to be completely comfortable in my own skin.